again, everybody. Mrs. Cook here. I have a book I want to read to you today before we start working on our lap books, and it's called If You Were the Moon. And I love this book because the illustrations in it are beautiful. If you ever have a chance, you can come at, well, not this year, but next year, if you want to come and visit me, you can borrow this book and you can look at the illustrations yourself. It's called If You Were the Moon, and it was written by Laura Purdy Salas and illustrated by Jamie Kim. This book contains actual facts, but today I'm going to just read the story to you, and then we'll come back to the facts as we cover them in our lap books, okay? So here we go. If you were the moon, and I'm going to tilt this down so you guys can see it better. Hello up there, moon. I'm so tired. I wish I could do exactly nothing, just like you. But I do so many things, child. And if you were me, you would too. If you were the moon, you would hover near your mother. That's a picture of the earth. I wonder why they call the earth the moon's mother. Help keep her in balance. I wonder what that means. Spin like a twirling ballerina. That's talking about the way that the moon spins on an invisible axis. Play dodgeball with space rocks. Ever wonder what all those holes on the moon's surface are? Hide in the shadows. There you can see that the moon is between the earth and the sun. Tease the earth. Peekaboo. That's talking about the phases of the moon. We'll cover those too. Catch and throw. Catch and throw. It's talking about light. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Challenge the earth to a tug of war. Aren't those pictures beautiful? This is talking about the earth's tides and how the moon affects them. Be a bright alarm clock to wake the night. Nocturnal animals use the moon to know when it is nighttime. Light a pathway to the sea. Instinctively, sea turtles, when they hatch, follow the light of the moon to the ocean. Weave a spell of wonders. This page is about how the moon has inspired artists and composers and writers and poets for centuries. I like this one, and this is what we're going to be talking about today. Wait for friends to visit again. Whisper wisdom from the sky. This talks about how civilizations use the moon to help them know when to plant crops and things like that. And this is my favorite. Sing earth a silver lullaby. That's how you know when to go to sleep, huh? The moon is up, you're asleep. All right, so that is one of the stories that I love about the moon. Like I said, the illustrations are gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed them. So now I want to go back to two of the pages that we covered in here and discuss them because that's what we're going to be learning about today. So do you remember how it said hover near your mother? And you're like, why? Why would the earth be the moon's mother? Well, let me read you this fact. It says, scientists believe the moon formed 4.5 billion years ago when a meteorite the size of Mars collided with a newly formed Earth. Rock from Earth and the meteorite splashed into space, and the moon was born. Did you know that the moon was a part of the Earth at one point? Isn't that so cool? And the other page I wanted to revisit with you is the one where it said, wait for friends to visit again. Now, that's important because did you know that since 1972, there have not been any visitors to the moon? Isn't that so crazy? Let me show you that page again. Maybe, if I can find it. There you go. Wait for friends to visit again. Let's read the fact. It says, besides Earth, the moon is the only body in space Earthlings have walked on. 12 astronauts walked on the moon between 1969 and 1972. Neil Armstrong was the very first. Because the moon has no wind, their footprints will stay imprinted in the dusty surface for 1 million years or more. Isn't that amazing? The moon is so cool. All right, so I also wanted to share this website with you. The link is included in our assignment in case you want to go and follow along with me on the video there, or if you just want to play around there later. So here is the website I want to show you. Okay, so it is from NASA, so you can tell it's a reliable source, all right? All right, and it's Earth's moon. And what I love about this is down here, you can actually play with the moon. You can move it around. Oh, let's let it load. Look at that. Isn't that so neat? So you guys can look at it. You can expand it so it looks bigger. But really quickly, I wanted to point out where you can find the information for today's assignment. If you visit this website and you go down here to size, you can either navigate it from here or you can just scroll down. Size and distance right here will tell you the answers you need for size and distance to Earth, okay? In fact, you can see that its distance to Earth is right here. Okay? All right. And I will show you a little bit more in just one sec. You scroll down from here past the really cool graphic that you can mess with, and you go to structure. It'll tell you all about what the moon is made of and how it is made up. Just like Earth, it has a core, a mantle, and a crust. And it'll tell you about what kinds of things are inside, what it's made out of, and how it was formed and all of that. So I would like you to play around on this website and see if you can find the answers to our questions today. And let me remind you what that looks like in your lapbook. You're going to write under this flap right here. It's age, distance to Earth right here, age under this flap, and composition under this flap, okay? Composition means what is the moon made of? So, for example, I know that the Earth is made up of a lot of different elements. And since I know that the moon is a part of Earth that broke off, I imagine that the moon is probably composed of the same kinds of material that Earth is, okay? So investigate this website and then move on to the next part of the assignment.